Rabbi Marilee Gordon of McHenry County Jewish Congregation. I want to talk to you today about the ways that anti-Semitism raises its head in relation to Israel. And specifically when Israelis or the Jewish people are accused of being colonialists, that we came into a land that wasn't ours and took it over. And I think people who say this don't understand two things. One is indigenous and the other is diaspora. Now, what does indigenous mean? It means a people who come from a certain place and have come from that place for time immemorial. We talk about indigenous peoples in this country, Native Americans. And what we don't think about is how Native Americans moved around from place to place. That's our natural state. Human beings are nomadic. But Israel certainly is the birthplace of Judaism and the Jewish people. There's no disputing that. And if you look at our worship over the last 2,000 years, we see several references to returning to our land. And I want to read you a couple. One is in the blessing before the Shema, Ahava Rabbah. And it has these two sentences in it that I want to point out to you. Bring us safely from the ends of the earth and lead us in dignity to our holy land. You are the source of deliverance. That's been a part of our daily prayers every day of the year for 2,000 years, or close to it. When we come to the Amidah, the standing prayer, the weekday Amidah, where we ask God for a lot more things than we do during Shabbat, says, sound the great shofar to herald our freedom, raise high the banner to gather all exiles, gather the dispersed from the ends of the earth. This is part of our prayers, again, every weekday of the year. So, we talk about being in the diaspora. What is a diaspora? According to the Oxford dictionaries, the dispersion or spread of a people from their original homeland. And we talk all the time about being in the diaspora. There are certain things we do differently than in Israel because we're not in Israel, we're in the diaspora. It's interesting to me that when the Dalai Lama was exiled from Tibet in 1959, sometime not too long after that, he sought out leaders in the Jewish community to find out how did we continue to exist and even to thrive in the diaspora. So when we think of ourselves as being in the diaspora, that's an acknowledgement that we are indigenous to Israel. And I want to end by looking at the Hatikvah. Now, Hatikvah has been the national anthem of Israel only officially since 2004. And it wasn't written as a national anthem. Hatikvah was composed in 1886. And it acknowledges the fact that we're yearning to go back to our land. Here's the English translation. As long as in the heart within the Jewish soul still yearns, and onward towards the end of the east, and eye still gazes towards Zion, our hope is not yet lost, the hope of 2,000 years, to be a free nation in our land, the land of Zion and Jerusalem. Zion refers to Har Zion, Mount Zion, on which Jerusalem is built. So if someone tries to argue with you that Jews don't belong in Israel, I hope this gives you some ammunition and some pride of place to know that, yes, this is where we come from. Shalom.